PowerEstimator General Contractor tutorial. Start PowerEstimator General Contractor program by clicking on the PowerEstimator General Contractor icon on the desktop. This will start your Microsoft Excel program and also the PowerEstimator General Contractor. Right under the Excel ribbon, you will see a warning: some macros have been disabled or some active content have been disabled. Click on the Enable Content button next to it. This way, the built-in programming will be enabled and functional. Note, Office 2007 version of Excel differs a little. With that, click on the Options button, then Enable Macros. Clicking on the Enable Content button will make the welcome screen appear. Click on OK button or Close button. Also close any informational screens that may appear. Now you should see the Add-ins menu that has been attached to Excel menu system. Click on Add-ins, then on Power General. You will see the entire program menu of PowerEstimator General Contractor, which you will use to build and manage estimates. Let's take a quick look at the menu groups. The first group of menu items is for the purpose of building and managing the estimate. The second group is for built-in reporting. Notice there are several summary and detail levels of one-click reports available, including price quotation and bill of material. The last group is for the help system and the step-by-step tutorial. Finally, About menu will display the welcome screen. Let's briefly go through the worksheets at the bottom of the screen. Estimate. This is the worksheet where PowerEstimator General Contractor builds the cost estimate. When you start building a brand new estimate, this worksheet will be empty. If there are any entries from your previous work, you should clear entries using the Clear Estimate worksheet from the Power General menu. Important note: Estimate worksheet is protected. If you try to write directly in one of the cells, you will get a warning message. Everything you need to add on the estimate worksheet can be accomplished through using the Power General menu functions. Sheet protection allows for data entry error checks to maintain data integrity. So remember, no direct data entries are allowed on the estimate worksheet. Job info. This worksheet contains some Rolodex type reference related to yourself and your customer. Fill out the green highlighted cell info, some of which will be used in the quotation report headers automatically. Quick Help contains some basic help information at your fingertips. City. This worksheet contains several cities with associated material cost index for each. Simply click on your city or closest to your city and the program will remember and adjust material cost based on its index as estimate cost items are added into the estimate worksheet. Rates contains custom user entries for overhead, profit, sales tax, and wage rate entries. Defaults are provided. Be sure to review and make changes in the green cells before you start building the cost estimate. General to electrical. These are CSI-based construction divisions. Each worksheet contains cost data, including cost code, description, unit, and cost data for material, labor, and other costs such as equipment. You can add or delete rows of items from these worksheets, thereby customizing the data list. Just follow the same format as we provide, that is one row per cost data. Quote: this worksheet contains some boilerplate statements such as terms and conditions that is used in the quotation report. One last point. While you may use Excel's rename feature to rename the worksheet labels, you may not add or delete a worksheet. Also, you may not move the worksheets and disrupt their sequential order. Now, having briefly introduced to you what each section of the program does, let's now turn to how actually to build an estimate. You build an estimate by adding cost items that cover the scope of work. As an estimator, you have resources such as notes, plans, sketches, and material lists that will guide you and help you to determine cost items and takeoff quantities. The fastest way of starting to build an estimate is by using the Add Standard Cost Items using Lookup from the Power General menu. When you click on it, Power General will open the Lookup window with divisions identified on the top. You can click on any division and then click and select one or more cost item rows for inclusion in the estimate. When you select several rows, click on the Finish button. The cost items that you selected will be exported to the estimate worksheet. Note that each row of cost item contains 1 as quantity. You have to visit each cost item row and edit and indicate the actual takeoff quantity. Let's do that for one of the cost items. Click the mouse anywhere on the row. Then select Edit Cost Item from Power General menu. The edit window will open. If you know the quantity for that particular item, then you simply enter it in the quantity field. Or you can use the takeoff calculator to figure, count, length, area or volume and apply multipliers if necessary. By the way, PowerEstimator General Contractor works well with rolling takeoff devices such as ScaleMaster and ScaleX when they are attached to the computer. Rolling the device on the plan will calculate distances, areas, etc. Note that when the quantity is changed, the cost category totals are accurately extended. You do not need to do any calculations yourself. You can add some memo notes at this time if you wish. Click OK and Power General will update the estimate worksheet data with your takeoff quantity edits. At any time, you can repeatedly go back to adding items using lookup and export more items from your data list into your estimate. If you have a unique custom cost item that does not exist in the data list, you can use the Add Custom Cost Item feature from the Power General menu. This will open the same window, only the data fields will be blank. It is now up to you to define the custom cost item. When you click OK, it will also be transferred to the estimate worksheet. Let's do cancel for the time being. At times, you may want to delete a cost item that you have already entered. Just click on the row number column, then select Delete Cost Item from the Power General menu. Creating reports is simple. All PowerEstimator General Contractor reports are tied to Power General menu. And basically all you have to do is click and select the report that you want. When you select the report, Power General will create it on the screen as a separate Excel file. If you want to save the report, simply use Excel Save As function and rename and save it. Let's cancel for the moment. If you want to read, then delete the report. Just close the Excel report file. That's simple. You may create as many reports as you like during the course of an estimate, some of which you may end up printing and saving. You can always open the estimate over again and create even more reports. Some reports are suitable for in-house review and others are more suitable for submitting to customers. It all depends on how much detailed information you want your customer to see. That's up to you to decide. Here is a price quotation report, automatically generated with certain amount of detail, terms and conditions, places for signing up. One last thing on reports. If you rename your company logo file as mylogo.jpg and place it in the installation folder of the program, PowerEstimator General Contractor will place it on top of the quotation reports. Finally, a few useful tips when you want to start a new estimate. First, open Power General XLS, the original master file. Then immediately rename it using Excel Save As function under a different name such as myxyz. Save it. Build your estimate on this job-specific file. Another tip, before you start building your estimate, be sure to review and change if necessary the overhead, profit, sales tax rate and other information in the rates worksheet. One last tip, PowerEstimator General Contractor is fully compatible with Office 2010, Office 2007 as well as older Office 2003 and Office 2000 versions of Excel. This will be all for now. Happy estimating to all.